अदृष्टपूर्वं हृषितो अस्मि दृष्ट्वा भयेन च प्रव्यथितं मनो मे तदेव मे दर्शय देवरूपं प्रसीद देवेश जगन्निवास. Hello friends, this is the 45th Shloka of the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this Shloka in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the Shloka says, Adrishta Purvam Rishito Asmi Drishtva, which means I am glad to see the previously unseen form of yours. Bhayena cha pravyathitam manome, which means and my mind trembles with fear as well. Tadeva me darshaya deva rupam, which means indeed show me that divine form. Prasida devesha jagan nivas, which means please, O Lord of the Devas, shelter of the world. So over here Arjun now is saying that while I am glad to see your previously unseen form, but at the same time my mind trembles in fear by looking at it. Therefore, please show me your previous form. So we have already understood how it is very difficult for a person to hold on to the vision of the Supreme Lord for a long period of time, and you need a very strong mind and a very strong body to be able to get direct perception of the Lord. However, eventually a person has to basically come down from that higher level of awareness, because if he were to stay in that higher level, then he will not be able to function in this world. And because he has to function in this world and fulfill the responsibilities that have been assigned by the Lord, therefore he has to then return back to the normal state. And so that is what Arjun is asking over here, to return back to that normal state. So as a person who attains the supreme vision of the Lord, that person will instantly realize that everything in this world is controlled by the Supreme Lord. And Supreme Lord by his own will creates and destroys everything over here. So if a person gets this insight or this vision, then he will realize that nobody over here actually has a complete free will. I mean, not even a small free will actually. Lord is the only one who has free will, and all the actions that that person had been doing in the past, they were actually all being carried out by the Lord himself and not by him. So he is not the doer, he is just a puppet in the hand of the Lord. And all the causes that he had cared about earlier, he cared about his country, he cared about his sect, he cared about his family. All of those causes are actually false, because they've all been created by the Supreme Lord intentionally for fun. He will realize that. And so if he were to stay from that point of view, then basically he cannot really function. It is very unnerving to have this knowledge, because from that point of view, then you will realize that the only authority that is present in this world is the authority of the Lord, while one may think that he is the doer, but he is actually not the doer. So all the actions that he has performed in the past, he will find them all to be wasteful when he thought that he was performing them. And so from that point of view, a person will then think that, oh, there is no point in acting at all. If a person remains trapped in this thinking, then he will become very, very paralyzed. He will say that, oh, I don't have to really do anything, because whatever I do doesn't really matter. It's eventually the will of the Lord that is going to prevail. So when that happens, then the person becomes completely useless. He is not ready to act on anything. He pretty much doesn't find anything to worthy of acting over here. And if that happens, that he cannot really fulfill the wish of the Lord, because this whole play is going on at the wish of the Lord. And so the Lord needs some people with whom he can have direct communication and with whom he can then enforce his will in the right manner. So he needs those people also. So what will happen is that when a person will become completely dry and will realize that my actions are all useless, my wishing is all useless, I don't really have to wish anything, because it's eventually the Lord's will which is going to prevail. So what will happen is that when a person reaches that level where he has no wish left now, then Lord will himself come and he'll himself give him a knowledge that act like this for me. I mean, that's exactly what Sri Krishna has done over here for Arjun. He has said that I want to kill all of these warriors, so act for me. So that is what the Lord will provide them, and the person will then have to come back to the normal level and fulfill the duties that have been assigned to him by the Lord. So that is what Arjun is desiring over here. He is desiring to return back to his normal state so that he can then function in that manner wherein he can then fulfill the wishes of Shri Krishna. So that's why Arjun is saying that, I am very happy that I saw your that form, but I'm also upset by it because I realize that my will is not really there, and so but I still have to function in this world, and so I have to fulfill your actions, your desires. So let's return back to the normal form so that I can then start to think about how to fulfill your desire in this world. So that is basically the message of this shlok over here. I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I will see you in the next video. Take care.